Welcome back to Anxious to Align, Tuning the Soul. I am your host, Holly Ann, and today we're diving into something so simple, so close to us that most people overlook it entirely. The breath. The breath is more than just oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. It's a teacher. It's a mirror. It's the most intimate bridge we have between the physical and the spiritual. When we learn to breathe with awareness, it doesn't just calm our mind, it restores our nervous system, it releases the weight that we have been carrying, and it opens us to a deeper connection with our soul. So in today's episode, I want to explore what makes the breath so powerful, how it connects the body, mind, and spirit, the science behind why breathwork changes us so quickly, the spiritual truth behind the breath as life force, how it helps us release stored trauma and emotion, and of course, a few simple practices you can use to shift your own state in minutes. So let's get into it. Think about it for a moment. Breath is the very first thing you did when you entered this world. That very first inhale, that cry of life. And it will be the last thing you do before you leave. That final exhale, that release into the next chapter. Between those two, breath is your constant companion. It's always there, rising and falling, steady and faithful. Even when you're not paying attention. Now, normally, we should be breathing, I looked this up somewhere, and it's about a count of 5 or a count of 6 for your inhale, and a count of 5 or 6 for your exhale. Like, that should be almost like your normal breath. Are you even doing that? Probably not. Most of us breathe unconsciously. Shallow, quick, rushed. That kind of breathing actually reinforces stress and anxiety because it keeps the body stuck in survival mode. But when you bring awareness to your breath, something changes. You start to notice the inhale pulling you into the present, the exhale melting tension away. The rhythm reminding you that you're alive here and now. This is why I call the breath a bridge between worlds. It connects you. It connects the world of the mind where your thoughts spin and race. It connects the world of the body where emotions and sensations live. It connects the world of the soul where you feel connected to something infinite. The breath links them together. It reminds us we are not just thinkers. We are feelers. We are spiritual beings. And when we cross the bridge, when we cross between those realms at any moment, simply by paying attention to a single inhale and a single exhale. Now, let's bring in a little bit of the science. When you're anxious or stressed, your breathing naturally becomes shallow and fast. That tells your nervous system we're in danger. It doesn't matter if the danger is an email, a traffic jam, or even just a memory from childhood. Your body responds as if a tiger or bear were chasing you. That is fight or flight. It'll always happen. But here's the beautiful thing. When you're consciously slow and deepening your breath, you flip that switch. Deep breathing activates Deep breath activates the vagus nerve. Your body's claiming the brake pedal. This shifts you into the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest mode. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure lowers. Your muscles unclench and the body says, "We're safe now." And this isn't just a theory. Studies show that rhythmic breathing, especially around 5 or 6 breaths per minute, create a state called heart coherence. That's when your heart, brain, and nervous system are literally in sync. In this state, your body heals faster. Your mind becomes clearer, your emotions stabilize. You feel more resilient and more aligned. So when you feel anxious, overwhelmed, disconnected, breathwork isn't just woo-woo, it's biology. It's one of the fastest ways to shift your entire inner state. So now I want to go a little deeper into the spiritual truth of breath. Across all cultures and traditions, breath has always been seen as a sacred. Your breath. Across all cultures and traditions, breath has always been seen as sacred. In Sanskrit, it's prana, which is the vital life force. In Chinese medicine, it's qi, which is the energy that flows through all things. In Hebrew, I will probably pronounce this wrong because I'm not sure. Ranch, I think it is. Please don't bash me because I cannot say it. But it means both breath and spirit. And in Christianity, it's the Holy Spirit, which is also described as the breath of God. It's as every wisdom tradition knew. Breath is more than just air. It is spirit moving through us. Every inhale is receiving life itself, and every exhale is surrendering back to it. This is why the breath is such a powerful spiritual practice. You don't need rituals to elaborate prayers. You don't need rituals or elaborate prayers to connect with God. He is within you. Source is within you. You simply just need to breathe with awareness, with intention, with reverence. You can turn your breath into prayer. Inhaling, I receive guidance, light, peace. Exhaling, I surrender, I release, I trust. This transforms something so ordinary into something so sacred. Here's something I've seen again and again in my own work. Breath is not only calming, it's clearing. We hold on to so much grief, anger, shame, fear. Sometimes these emotions are decades old. They get stored in the body, creating tension, tightness, even illness. And often anxiety is a signal of that building up. It's the body saying something inside needs to be released. And through breath work, we can finally give that energy a way out. This might look like sighing deeply and unexpectedly, yawning and trembling, maybe tears rolling down your cheeks, or even laughter bubbling up from nowhere. These are not just random, these are signs of release, the body letting go of what no longer it needs. In longer breathwork journeys, people sometimes experience waves of tingling, heat, even visions, maybe even like your hands and arms seizing up. These are signs that energy is moving, shifting, reorganizing itself. The breath is literally rewiring and rewriting your nervous system. This is why I often pair breath with sound in my work, because breath stirs things up and sound carries them out. Together they create a powerful container for deep healing. So I want to leave you with a few practical tools you can use anytime. One is coherence breathing. This balances your whole system, and it almost goes with what I've heard about in a way that you should be breathing all the time and being in coherence with yourself, which is inhaling for the count of 5 and exhaling for the count of 5. And now imagine living your day coherently with yourself. Always having, count it out for yourself. Inhaling for the count of 5, exhaling for the count of 5. How does that feel? And imagine just practicing so your breath becomes that way naturally. But in the little practices, continuing this for 3 to 5 minutes, this brings your body into that heart-brain coherence. Perfect for anxiety, overwhelm. So if you're ever starting to feel like that bear is chasing you, just stop and do this for even 2 minutes. Another is a 4-7-8 breath. This is really for deep relaxation and sleeping. I do this at the start of all my sound baths, but it's inhaling for the count of 4 and doing through the nose, holding for 7 and exhaling slowly for 8. And you can repeat this 4 times. It's almost like pressing the sleep button on the nervous system, and I do this 4 times at the start of my sound baths. Another is a breath of gratitude for spiritual alignment. Inhaling deeply, imagining you're filling your body with this light or love. Almost sometimes maybe you can even picture like a golden globe. And as you exhale, silently saying thank you for one thing in your life. And repeat this for a few minutes. This not only calms the body, but shifts your emotional state into appreciation and openness. And here's the thing, you don't need 20 minutes to feel a shift. Even just 3 conscious breaths can change your state. The key is awareness. So take this with you. Your breath is more than survival. It is your bridge between your body and your soul, fear and peace, anxiety and alignment. Whenever you feel lost, disconnected, or overwhelmed, remember, the bridge is always right here, just one inhale, one exhale away. So let's do it together right now. Doesn't matter if you're driving, you're always doing it, right? So inhaling slowly, receiving the gift of this moment, and exhaling fully. Let go of what does not serve you. That is presence. That is peace. That is the bridge between worlds.